Hi folks, Joel Self, Outdoor Instructor here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and to today's video. We're going to be heading off down into Sally's Rift, which is a local cave system here in Wiltshire, just a couple minutes down the road actually as it happens. We're going to take you guys along for the ride so you can kind of see what it's like to be in an underground system. I'm aware that some of you guys will have never experienced a cave, and it will be interesting to sort of see what it's like to be in that subterranean environment. We'll get stuck in, we'll show you what it's all about. Okay, bits and pieces we need for today's cave. We've got, obviously I'm wearing some overall type things and some wellies. Not wearing my proper caving suit today, it seems to have gone walkabout. Can't find it, but that's alright. Overalls will do for this particular cave. We've also got some gloves to wear, which is sort of these rubbery gardening types, really cheap stuff. And a helmet with an integral torch, all integrated in there, lovely stuff. And speaking of lights, we've got 2 spare torches inside the little waterproof bag here, as well as spare batteries for both of the spare torches and spare batteries for the main torch. Also in that bag is our first aid kit, so we've got that in there too. This particular cave, we've got some slings and carabiners for rigging stuff up. So we've got a 240 sling, 4 carabiners and a 120 sling, and then we've also got ourselves 2 ropes. Now these are, as it happens, dynamic ropes. For this particular cave it will not matter which type of ropes we've got, because we're just going to use them as a hand line. Ordinarily in caving applications we talk about using statics a lot of the time. Obviously if we're belaying people we may then use a dynamic, but for majority of rigging statics would normally be the way forward. Today though, just for hand lines, we'll be alright to use these short dynamic lengths. So one of the guys coming along today has just made the very good suggestion that actually we just re-thread the first hand line through the hangers directly. Well, they're nice smooth bolts, so we can do that. So that means we don't actually have to take our 120 sling or these 3 carabiners. So that's happy days. We'll leave those bits tucked away in the landy. Lovely. Thank you. As you can see folks, we're entering here via the main entrance. We'll immediately be met with the bolts for the first pitch. What we're going to do though is rig the muddy slope, the climb, with a hand line, just as a bit of assistance to help us get back out at the end of the day when we're tired. But you could set up here with a ladder and properly organise a belay on those bolts as well. Although that's not what we're doing today. You'll see when I'm rigging up the bolts that directly below them is the hole you drop your ladder down through and go down for the pitch. So here you can see we're just quickly rigging a Y-hang. The direction and pull is going to be way off to the left hand side here, down into that muddy slope. So just making sure that everything is set up, ready for that, so that we're not sort of only loading one side of the Y-hang. So now applying butterfly on the left hand bolt, that's obviously re-threaded on there, and then a re-threaded figure of 8 straight into the top right bolt as well. I am actually hoping to revisit this location in a couple of days to film an instructional video here showing how to equalise between the 2 points with this particular setup. So if you're not sure kind of what I'm doing here in this footage, then do keep an eye out for that video coming up sometime soon on the channel.
I'm hoping Joel's stepping away and I'm trying to not look.
I've got my scary face on.
I'm trying not to look at anything. I just put my head to the
Right, it's down that way.
Alright, okay.
We've come to admire your work.
Whilst we were chatting about the rigging, we actually started to hear voices down below us, so evidently there were some other folks in the system. I've been visiting here for a lot of years, and I've never heard anyone else being here at the same time, so that was a novel experience.
So, with the GoPro, do we have to shut up?
No, no. You can do whatever you fancy.
About what you know.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
That's fine, Charlotte. Down you come.
You've been all the way to the end before.
Yes. Yeah.
We've only ever made some hole where we could set up another rope. We aim to do the full section today. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking of going all the way to the end. That is the plan at the minute. As you can see, the muddy slope is not a problem to come down at all, just helpful to have a hand line on the way back out.
Oh, big spider. Nope. That was really big. No.
That's right. You just keep your eyes closed the whole trip. You'll
It's a really
be
big
fine.
one.
So having established that Charlotte really did not like the spiders, we headed out of Main Rift, opposite tight entrance, up towards the parallel rift, where we were going to join the climb up to Thornton's Grotto.
Have Charlotte and hopefully.
What's going on?
We love Charlotte's bottom.
Great.
Left. Well, unless you want to look for that high hole.
When you fall off, it's looking great.
I feel like I'm gonna fall off.
Don't do that.
I mean, if it doesn't feel good, then don't. But I'm guessing there's no big judge to get hold of.
It looks a bit slimy.
Yeah. Smashing it, though.
Pro caper, Charlotte. There we go. You can tell,
Made a bigger deal out of that than necessary.
you can tell you're a climber.
Yeah.
Or that. Does that not look like the way?
I think it could be the way.
But there were spiders. Oh, that's my head. I don't see the spiders myself.
Well, they're sort of clumped in this just general area. So I'm just a bit scared to move anywhere.
Spiders in general, the thing.
Yeah.
Sort of comes across like they're hiding from you, Charlotte.
They seem to be very scared. They seem to just kind of sit there.
What, me going first down a hole? Yeah. That is a bit novel. I normally send you. I think we're there. I think it's...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Charlotte, just come through with your eyes closed.
I wonder what the spiders eat.
Charlotte's. Hanging death enough above you?
Yes. There's a chamber above.
What's in here?
So this was Thornton's Grotto. At least the lower half of it anyway.
Oh, I still want to look at the bats. I'm still scared of the spider.
Oh yeah.
Filming my last moment.
We thought we'd check out the holes in the floor before heading into the upper chamber.
I mean, it doesn't say you can get access to parallel rift, does it? It just says.
It sort of sounded like it, that's what it was implying. Was a connection to? Well, we didn't head much further down that hole, so we'll show you the upper chamber next instead.
So we've been in Thornton's Grotto and above it. It's the first room in. This is like 96 or 7 feet. This cave is full of hanging tombstones.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, and that great stack behind you.
Oh, nice.
And there they go.
Not much there, so back out to parallel rift. down the climb into Parallel Rift.
Hooray, nobody died in that bit.
Whoop, whoop. Once we were all down the climb, we headed off towards the next climb, which was to get up into the Boulder chamber. Couple of different rifts to get through here, including second parallel rift, some squeezy bits, some things to climb over. Really nice, energetic bit of caving.
The fin way out ahead of you.
Oh, right, that one.
The flaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's like holding them all up.
Yeah.
I see.
Can't think why they want you to treat it with respect. Now the good thing is it's in Mendic Underground, which has been there for a good 20 years.
Is that how old that book is?
I don't know. You're trying to be reassuring. Sorry. Undermined that very quickly there. Things definitely fall off.
There's a lot of, yeah.
Well, that big one above you.
Yeah. Well, you wait until they get to the coffin flat. That's where we all try and guess what fell since we last came.
So you can see up ahead there that Charlotte's just reaching the climb below the Boulder chamber.
Just levitate through the move.
There's a scaffolding bar been put across there, which is helpful for getting yourselves up and into that chamber.
Oh, so useful and completely out of reach.
It's right. It's underneath you now, so he'll cushion you if you do decide to jump.
Oh, it is. That's nice.
It's looking a bit silly. So that is a helpful. It's a very helpful pole. Oh, you've.
Yeah, I've got the wrong way.
You might be in decorated grotto or something. Oh, is that further?
Yeah, I think that's something. Yeah. How did you reach the
Scaff
bar
bar was
from
suddenly
there?
there.
I know, right? Let's get that side. Sorry, Charlotte.
I've made it a meal at the end.
Yeah, that was what I did. I don't know if turning around was the best technique.
I'll just stay here.
Yeah, just stop the video that.
Just grin at the camera. Oh, I'm doing it a really wanky handle now as well.
Well, there we go. This is us just arriving in the Boulder chamber now. This is where there is a ladder pitch. It's about 5 meters, I'd suggest. And it heads down into the next section of the system. Really, we are happier climbing up and down it without the assistance of a ladder than we are with it. So it's just a bit tight to try and actually use a ladder whilst you're in there. So we're just going to pop a hand line down, a bit like we did on the muddy slope to begin with, and we'll use that again on our way out if we feel we need it.
Caving, it's not that great.
Though there is a bolt at the top of the pitch, we're going to tie our hand line off to the boulder here.
Try and test them out.
The rope in fairness is more helpful getting out than going in. So it does not prove that the no ladder choice then it's going to
Oh. Yeah, it's been moved off of the nice shinier looking bolt that is loose in the hole, and it's on the other rougher looking bolt that's also loose in the hole. Got my foot stuck. Right, squirming vertically. Where's there's a big ledge there.
Yeah, somebody cut that one. Yeah, that's a sort of slightly dodgy, rusty one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got my knee on a ledge.
It's a real tricky bastard.
Doing my best. Go for a hand down.
Well, at least you've got the.
What?
I was what was the control from when I came down.
Thank you. It was a bit difficult with the camera in my hand. Thank very much. Right. Oh, there's lots of bats. Just over here.
Oh, I'll it.
Sorry, but I'll get out of your way.
I'll probably spend a while there on the way up, so I'll have to.
Rope/climb free.
Rope free.
Yeah.
Just mildly scary coming there. I think I'll be sticking my fin out.
Probably. Hopefully. Oh. If you look up and left.
Having made it to the bottom of the pitch, you then want to head a couple more meters down the rift until you reach another climb. We're going to head up there. It's about 7 meters, I'd suggest, and can feel a little bit airy, but as you can see here in the footage, if you tuck yourself in on the right hand side, you can actually go up the chimney. I prefer the Boulder climb in the main rift itself, bridging between the two walls, and then weaseling through the hole at the top, popping out near the bottom of Coffin Slab. This is the view down into the top section of that chimney climb. When you get to the top, either way though, you want to make sure you head off to the left hand side and go over Coffin Slab. Almost immediately after Coffin Slab, you drop down through the floor, performing a bit of a corkscrew manoeuvre through a rabbit warren of boulders. Ultimately, you're looking to turn right at that junction.
Yeah. It's alright.
Fuck off, big rock, you're sitting.
No, it's that on the side.
That was good.
Sorry, Charlotte.
Loads of bats.
Lots of bats. And yeah, a hammer.
Tells you where to go.
The hammer of directions.
And that's not a joke, the hammer really does point the direction you want to go. We're heading over to the right hand side next and then working our way left towards the squeeze. Things are about to get rather tight.
I see what you mean now.
Yeah. Yeah, took me a moment to figure that one out.
That's just me.
basically you need to stop being nasty bleeding, keeping it warm, putting it in the wagon. The best chance of them getting out is under their own steam.
Yeah.
So if they can pretend that they're not in pain.
Time to go up the muddy slope, and then we're going to work our way along the full length of Var Rift.
Your legs stuck and then regressing.
Yeah.
They didn't look pretty yet.
It doesn't look like it's attached to anything.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't look like it's attached much. So's the one above your head though, so tell me about that.
When you compare it to other caves, Var Rift is not well decorated, but there is some nice stuff along the way. Well, there you have it, folks. You've seen our journey in. We're now at the end of Var Rift. We've got the journey out to go, though.
I know, that's what I've been doing as well. It's just so sticky.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was broken. There we go.
Wow. Diddly.
See how many people have written about it. How have they not got it covered in mud? Because I am. The whole 3 people.
Is it normal paper or cave paper?
Just paper.
Bob.
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate.
Written
We haven't
everywhere.
got a pencil, have we?
No.
Write it in
I want a
blood.
picture of it.
And I have taken a picture. Oh, so
I
we
don't think
cannot. That's why it's not got anyone written on it, because no brugger brings a pencil with him.
Bring a pen.
Yeah, I want a picture of that because I've geocached one thing.
I think I did a few in lockdown last year.
Because Sainsbury's in Bradford-on-Avon has got one hidden in a fence post. Is that too bright?
That's lovely, that.
Is it?
Yeah. Onwards then. Have a very muddy bottom.
You what?
I have a very muddy bottom. Back into squeezy land.
Yay!
We're going legs first.
Can't get my foot out.
Nicely done. That did look proper.
I'm a caver, maybe.
That's better.
That's the one.
Hey.
Yeah, no mind about 7 metre drop, wasn't it?
And of course, after Coffin Slab, it's time to go down the climb. Here we opted to avoid the chimney and go for the more exposed route.
Well, that's good. Not pressing that, Joel. Rubbish.
The other way's really easy.
Well, actually, once you're on that bit,
Yeah, see?
not standing on that, that's awful.
Big fat off ledge under your right foot.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
With us all at the base of the climb, it was then almost immediately time for us all to head up the roped pitch. Now, this is, like we say, where the ladder should have been, and we opted not to put it in. I'm really thankful for that. We all made light work of it getting up without. So rather than show you the whole route back out, we opted to get a little bit of a stomp on and headed all the way out to the main entrance. We didn't bother popping back into Thornton's Grotto on the way. We felt that we'd explored that fairly exhaustively on the way in.
I'll pass it to you here. I don't think I've run away when you came through, they're brave. When we asked about caving and Mendips in the entrance had loads of spiders in, I made all the freshest crispy first. So they scared them off. And then I came out first and I just ditched the bag with the fresher and left.
Dear.
Because I got scared. I hate spiders.
While Charlotte and I left via the main entrance, our other companion for the day decided to have a go at the tight exit, which, as he says in a moment, is a helmet off job to be able to fit through. Quite an exciting way of getting in and out of the cave if you're looking for something a little bit more challenging.
Okay, I might just leave before I look any maps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done.
was there lots of spiders? Cool. Do you want me to take the bag?
Yeah, I'll coil the rope and check it out. So.
That was definitely a helmet off job.
Was it?
Yeah.
Every now and again we've cut back to a rough digital drawing of the survey for this cave, just so that you guys have access to that if you would like it. This is a really, really rough copy. Much better surveys are available. Hit pause and you can have a look here at the full survey for this system.
Well, there we have it, folks. Back out in the open. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've been Joel, Instructor. Ta-ra!